Okay, thanks for that. So next up we have Celine Dubron. She works at the European Space Agency and is an economist who uses her analytical skills to measure the impact of space on Earth. She's passionate about aerospace and hopes that in the future there'll be enough solutions to minimize the negative effects of aircraft on the climate. And we'll be discussing such a solution with us shortly. Celine, will you tell us how CO2 emissions can be reduced with space technology?
Yes, I'd love to. I'm not sure if you can see my video, or at least not yet, but let me just share you my screen already.
And we are on.
Okay, good. So since this is a climate event, I didn't want to ignore the problem of aircraft pollution and especially potential solutions. Because to be honest, we still don't know whether aircrafts will ever be entirely green. And this gives us reasons enough to look for other solutions, like improving the efficiency for starters. And this is what the project I'm about to discuss with you is all about. So it's a project called IRIS, and it was developed under a partnership with ESA and Inmarsat, and it uses SATCOM for air traffic control. I have a short video for you. I will just talk you through it, so in case you can't see the video, that's also fine. It's just for visualization purposes. So yeah, there is no single solution yet to replace carbon fuels, but our skies are becoming increasingly busy, so it's actually very, very important to look for other solutions to reduce CO2. And therefore, I want to introduce you to the project called IRIS. It's a technology that uses SATCOM for air traffic control, and in doing so, it could reduce CO2 because it would allow a much shorter flight path. It would also allow other solutions, new kind of air traffic, or maybe even innovative solutions to capture solar energy. So that's all very interesting. But the real reason why this project is so interesting is that unlike traditional ground-based data links, which you can see on the video, and which are, by the way, extremely congested, satellites would allow for much more data availability, and this would help us to have much more efficient air traffic control. It would also allow more flights, but this isn't as bad as it might seem, because increased flight capacity could also prevent us from building more airports. So that's actually positive. It would also make air traffic safer, but most importantly, it would make air traffic more efficient. And this can actually significantly reduce fuel burn and CO2 emission, because this huge amount of data would allow continuous optimization in monitoring, controlling, execution of air traffic. And so this would help us to fly from point A to B way more efficient, way more shorter, and way more direct. So in doing so, you can reduce CO2 emission, and that's what this is all about. So a little recap from the video. SATCOM for aviation has the ability to have an impact on at least 4 of the SDGs, because it can make air traffic safer, cheaper, newer, but most importantly, it can also help to reduce CO2 emission. In fact, my research estimates that this new technology could reduce CO2 emission by 10 million tons a year, which is quite significant because 10 million tons a year is 1/3 of what's polluted in London every year. So if we are able to start spreading the